Hey everybody, what is going on? So today, let's talk about these Star Wars Rise of Skywalker leaks. Now, before we get into this video, I want to make it very clear, I'm not getting into any spoilers. I'm not going to talk about the specific details of these leaks. So you can watch this video, relax, don't worry. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to mention the details of these leaks at all. So the Den of Nerds recently did a video on these leaks, link up above if you want to check it out. And it was a great video, and he was talking really about how a lot of the fandom is mad over these leaks. They don't like what they're reading. And I just want to say, this is really, I really want to address this point. If you're reading the leaks and you're disappointed, have an open mind. Have an open mind. When you're reading bullet points on a page from someone on Reddit who is not a writer, is not a director, they're not a creative, and they're just leaking this stuff, you're not going to have the same feeling, the same emotion, the same impact as you would when you're watching it on film. Okay, with a proper script, proper visuals, the music, the setup, that all matters. Context is king, you guys. Context is king. Okay, you can read something on a page, it might sound like the stupidest thing in the world, but on camera, on film, it actually is pretty awesome. Perfect example is The Last Jedi. If I would have read before watching The Last Jedi that Rey and Kylo are going to sit in front of a campfire and touch fingertips, I would have thought that was the dumbest sounding thing in the world. What is Rian Johnson doing? What is he doing, right? But you know what? In the movie, it's like my favorite thing. It was a very emotional, powerful moment. It was one of those scenes in the movie that changed not just The Last Jedi, it changed the whole sequel trilogy, right? It was a powerful moment, right? But if I just saw the leak beforehand and read it on a page, it would have sounded really, really lame. Okay, so that's just one example. But you have to understand that when you're going into this stuff, the leaks are never gonna sound as good as seeing it. They're never gonna have that same impact. Another example is Endgame, Avengers Endgame. There were all kinds of Reddit leaks for Avengers Endgame prior to that release, and the people on Reddit, the comments for those leaks, many of the leaks turned out to be true, by the way. People were bashing it. Oh my God, Fat Thor, that sounds so stupid. Time travel, how lame is this? I'm done with Marvel, yada, yada, yada. Read the Reddit leaks prior to Endgame. People were just as upset with that as they are with the Rise of Skywalker leaks. Now, with Endgame, when people actually saw how it was executed and the context of all these leaks and how it was handled on screen, they loved it. Fans universally loved Endgame, right? Marvel fans were very, very, very satisfied. So keep that in mind with Rise of Skywalker. The leaks are not going to be as impressive as the final product. They're just not. Give it a chance. And that's if the leaks are even 100% true, which I don't think they are. I think there's a lot of elements within these leaks that are obviously true. I think there's nuggets of truth in here, okay? Jason Ward over at MakingStarWars.net is a very credible source. He double checks and triple checks and quadruple checks all his stuff before releasing it. He has a good track record, and you don't have to like him or you don't have to like what he's leaking, but he does have a good track record. I'm not familiar with Jedi Paxis. I don't know if he has as good of a track record as Jason does, so I can't really comment on that, but I do know Jason Ward does have a solid track record. So I think a lot of this stuff is probably true. There's nuggets of truth in these leaks, but again, it's the context. You got to wait and see it on film, right, to see how it plays out before you can really say if it's good or bad. And a lot of these leakers, they're not getting the whole picture. They're even admitting that to you in these leaks, that a lot of this stuff is missing. They don't know all of the elements, all of the pieces to the puzzle, which, you know, they could be missing elements that really make a big difference. So, hey, look, all I'm saying, you might watch Rise of Skywalker, you might hate what happens in the movie, and that's 100% fine. all I'm saying is don't let the leaks deter you from seeing the movie, or don't let the leaks get you down. Don't let them bum you out. Because really, we don't know the context. We don't know how it's going to be executed on screen. That is the main, that's really what's going to determine whether it's good or bad, right? Is the execution on film. So that's all I'm saying. But comment below, what do you guys think? Have you read the leaks? Have you seen the leaks? What are your thoughts on the leaks? I do not want any of you, though, please have respect for, everyone, and do not post the leaks in the comments, okay? Do not post the leaks. Give me very vague, general comments, yes or no, I like them, I don't like them, but don't post leaks in the comments. That's kind of that's not cool. That's not cool. So, but I really do want to hear your opinions on it. Please comment below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.